Alright, Machine software version 3 is finally upon us. And this is an interesting one. So with Machine version 3 we get a bunch of new features, one of which I found a little bit unexpected, and it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this affects the future of Machine. Okay, so what have we got? We've got stem separation, Machine Central, which is their new machine library, custom tempo upgrades, Control S Series Mark III integration, which a lot of people have been looking forward to. We also get bounce in place and the ability to import compressed files, so that's your MP3s, MP4s, yada yada yada. But the new feature that I find most interesting is the new MIDI editing tools. A suite of MIDI editing tools to split, join, erase, and mute MIDI notes, keyboard shortcuts, audible MIDI note previews, and the ability to use the Machine software with a regular QWERTY keyboard rather than just the Machine hardware. Yeah, this feature I find kind of interesting because, in the past, Machine software and Machine hardware have been really heavily linked. As in, it's quite difficult to use the Machine software without Machine hardware. But now that they've added these new MIDI features, you no longer need the Machine hardware to use the Machine software. And at the moment, that doesn't mean a huge difference, but it's going to be interesting where they go with this in the future. But I'm not the biggest tech review kind of guy, so I figured we'd just open up Machine version 3 and make a beat, maybe try out some of these new features and just see how we go. All right, here we go. Machine 3. It does look a little different. It's been updated, but it is still familiar. Basically, everything is where it was in the previous version. I've already chucked a sample in, and I figured we'd try this stem separation stuff first. So this is the sample. Now let's edit this, because I don't want to split the whole thing. So once we've truncated that, we can go and test out this new stems feature. Stem separation in progress. So at the moment, it doesn't look like it's exactly like you would do it in RX. It seems to be pretty similar to the MPC stem separation. So after it's done doing that processing, it spits out 4 stems. You got drums, bass, vocals, and all your other melodic instruments. Now for me, I'm just interested in those other instruments, so I'm gonna delete all of the other guys. All right, let's get to chopping. Just doing this manually because that's how I usually do it. Alright, let's add some drums. Groups, kits, and just open up some drum kits, see what we come up with. It all seems to be working pretty well. But the big question is, how much is all of this going to cost you? And that's where things get interesting yet again. So just buying Machine 3 plus Machine Central outright, it's going to be 99 USD, 99 euros. If you're upgrading from Machine 2, then it's going to be 69. But getting Machine 3 without Machine Central is only going to be 29 USD, 29 euros. So my thought is, even if you only got stem separation as a new feature, $30 seems pretty decent. But not only are you getting stem separation, you're getting all those other features, but on top of that, you're also getting Ozone 11 elements. isotope set of mastering tools. Now by itself, that costs $50, so upgrading your Maschine 2 to Maschine 3 seems like a no-brainer. Okay, but I think this beat needs a bass line, so why don't we add that? I'm going to chuck in my trusty old Rickenbacker, load up my preset, and why don't we try out this QWERTY keyboard feature. Yes, and that seems to work pretty seamlessly too. Like I said, I find this feature quite interesting, and it's actually a big benefit for me too, because I spend a lot of time making beats just with my laptop, sitting on the bed, sitting on the couch. Ableton has had this QWERTY keyboard input feature for quite some time, so without any controllers, I tend to just jump straight into Ableton. But now being able to use Maschine without the Maschine hardware, well, that might change things up a bit. Now, my current prediction is this update, this upgrade, is going to be a bit divisive. I think some people are going to love these new features. I think some people are just going to keep complaining that they didn't get the feature that they wanted. But for my 2 cents, I think this is definitely worth the upgrade. If you don't already own RX, you're getting stem separation. If you don't already own Ozone, you're getting that mastering assistant. And this is my somewhat spicy opinion. I don't think Maschine should be a DAW. I think Maschine should stay a groovebox. Now, in saying that, more features is always good. If you don't need a feature, you don't have to use it. But for me, I don't think Maschine should be trying to head towards being the next Ableton, the next Logic, the next Pro Tools. Really, I think Maschine should be the next SP404. The Maschine Plus is going to be getting the version 3 software pretty soon. And for me, I'd love to just be able to chuck my productions onto the Maschine and be able to play out live like the SP dudes do. You know, having access to all of those effects and using the pads to launch your songs. Yeah, that's what I'd like. Anyways, I'm just going to try and keep this one short and sweet. There'll be an affiliate link in the description if you want to check this out for yourself. And like I said, I think it's definitely worth the upgrade, but I will let you be the judge of that, and I'll just leave it there. So I will see you all in the next one. Peace.